That's pretty good. Or French Connection. Huh? Two-Lane Black Talk. American Graffiti. These are really good. French Connection, Please Chase is fantastic. Under the Train, that's amazing. So good. Blues. You're not wrong. Blues Brothers is fantastic. It's got a 440 cubic inch plant. It's got cop tires, cop suspension, cop shocks. It's a model made before catalytic converters, so it'll run good on regular gas. What do you say? Is it the new Bluesmobile? Fix a cigarette lighter. I think it's time to play some KSP. Let's do it. Ronin. Ronin was good. Ronin's really good. Smokey is good. Hi. Would you hand me the mic? This is car number... What number are we? Car 55. Yeah, it's car 55. We're in a truck. Bourne's getaway in that crappy little hatchback was entertaining. That was a Mini Cooper, Rasmus. Yeah. Can I show you a pic I made a couple days ago? No, you can't see, Kraken. Sorry. Yeah, just get perms from the mods, dude, of course. I like Bullet the best, so 67 Mustangs. I don't need a Shelby GT500. No. I want a 67 Mustang GT with a 390 and a top loader 4-speed. Yeah. See, I've dreamt about having that car so much, I don't think I'd know what I'd actually do if I actually got one. I'd probably just sit there and be like, yeah, that car is pretty rad. I picture you as more of a boss guy. I mean, power is nice. I like that. I want a 69 Stingray with a 427. Wouldn't it be nice? Just sit in it and make engine noises? I mean, Pyro, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably do that. Would you like to play a nice game of chess? Not right now, Joe. How about global thermonuclear war? All right, so let's get right into it. Let's go over here like this. Get the music running. C22, we'll check out the shots another day. Space News did run a little bit on the longer side there, but it was a good Space News. A lot of good discussions there. So, fellas, we have a new program to run here. Let's go to ejsa.space. We gotta go to the poll and check it out. So, you guys funded the K90 complete package, upgrading the runway, K90 license, buy the plane, and one set of trailers at $45K. Okay, that was the option that won out. I chose 2.3 and build a new plane, but it's very clear that you guys want to just see it get done. Cool. Good. So, what we're going to do, that was a chat voted poll to vote how they're going to fund this project. So, did someone say chess? What? No. So, I'm going to go into KSP first of all, and we're going to pump the funding in. So, keep in mind that this funding is basically running separately from the rocket launch missions. We still need to make money. I don't like the idea of using cash from this program to fund another program. So, that's probably not a good idea. So, here we go. 3 million. Right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. You have the funding. All right, let's go. Oh, great picture. Really nice. All right. So, that funding will be used to buy the K90, the license for it. So we're going to license buy the design from the career mode save here. I think I already have it loaded in anticipation of this. I do not. All right, so let's go into default. K90B contains locked or invalid parts. Engine plate 4, huh? Okay. All right, here it is. Here's the K90. How much does it cost? 333 grand for one of these. And our idea for buying vehicles from other saves is you take that number, you times it by 2, and you round it up to the nearest 100,000. So it's 666K to buy, round it up to 700,000 to buy this thing's license. So we're going to do that, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. The K90 is now officially part of our space program. Now, we did have other funding here. The other funding from that $3 million package that you guys funded was to upgrade the SPH and the runway, so we can operate the K90 independently of the other pad. This is a quick way to do this, so we're going to do that. So we upgraded the spaceplane hangar. What is it for? Building ground stations anywhere around Kerbin. Hey, Pepines, what's up? Okay, so now let me go back here. K90 license, buy the plane and 1 set of trailers. Perfect. All right, so we have a fully upgraded SPH and runway now. That leaves, I had 600 grand in cash, so that leaves about another 600,000 to get these missions done. Now, what are we doing? I'm using the K90 to drive around to fly around Kerbin, right? We're using it to fly around Kerbin and land and drop off ground stations so I can build out a deep space network. It's going to be a DSN. And we're going to use that to set up infrastructure to get us basically coverage anywhere into deep space. We can use this as a springboard to launch, well, deep space missions. All right, so if you're unfamiliar with the K90, I could show you a shakedown first, but let me tell you what this thing is supposed to do. So the K90 is a long-range amphibious cargo plane. Think about if you took a spruce goose, so an H4, right? A Hughes H4, and crossed it with a C5. That's what this thing is. This thing has enough fuel and enough power from our highly overclocked Goliath engines, right, to be able to fly anywhere around Kerbin. And it is a cargo plane. It can do this. Here. This comes from my career mode save. I made it to do the exact same thing. The back does this. Ready? It's a cargo plane, and what's cool about it is that whatever cargo you drive in here, if you notice, the hull of the plane is made out of fairing. Whatever cargo you drive in here gets occluded. Yep. It is a heavy-duty cargo plane. And you guys just paid for it to be imported into this save. And now it is. So now we have it. And it is a freaking monster of a vehicle. So much room for all the pudding. Yeah, you're not wrong, boy. Can it fly with a missing engine plate? No. We might have to buy it to get it to work. Which is that. We need the EP50 engine plate, so... there might be some unforeseen costs here. We'll figure it out, though. Not worried. Where is that engine plate? I might just not have it unlocked. There's the engine plate. 550. Well, we don't really have a choice here, so we have to use some... we're going to have to use some science to unlock it. Because I'm not going to take apart the K90. The whole point of this was to do it quickly. We'll get that science back. So we're going to have to unlock that, and then buy that. And I might as well buy the 5-meter fairing here. Good. Cool. It's tied to other things, Acton. If I wanted to, I should have taken that into account. There's always unforeseen costs with any program. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Standard mission mode rules, you time warp at 8 days every time you open up the save. The idea is to keep the time progressing in the save. We do need to test fly this, yes. And that's what we're going to do today. So, I want to introduce you to the K90, and what we're going to do is bring in a poll. I need another viewer poll for how long it's going to take me to do these missions. Most of the engineering is already done here. We don't need to engineer anything. It's just fly the missions. Now, what is the K90 designed to do? The K90 is designed to build... I built it to move deep space tracking stations around Kerbin. Anywhere. My deep space tracking stations, I don't know if I have these in here. One stream... well, I gotta remember how to fly this stupid thing, but that's another story. Bonus points, it's a lifting body. Blended wing body, actually. 1 hour, take it or leave it. Nah, it has to be at least 350 hours. Chat. At least 350, okay? K200 DSN trailers. Load that up. Save. So, the K90 is designed to move these trailers around. These trailers are towed around by a K200. What we do is we drive these things. We drive these things in. We load them up. Well, actually, I have to drive the K200 there, park it. Actually, I forget. I forget if I loaded these things with the truck in it or not. Jack, I started deploying the transport networks with it. So this is designed to basically set up a deep space tracking station. And the cool idea is that you have a command trailer, right, that has all the battery power to power the antennas. And then the trailers have little umbilicals, and you can attach these things to each trailer. This extends out, and you can attach trailer to trailer to trailer. And I could just, if I want to make a bigger array of satellites, I just throw another trailer here and another trailer here, etc., etc., etc. I'm pretty sure we did get the quirks out of it. Let me look at the screenshots. The screenshots should tell me everything. I would have, because I know I would have taken beauty shots of it if the damn thing worked. So let's check it out. See any pictures of it? No, that's a different thing. Are those RA100s? If not, those aren't good enough for everybody. They are RA100s. Yeah, we did, Swishio. I'm pretty dang sure. The cool thing about it is that you can keep connecting them. The more dishes you connect, the more powerful of an array you can make, which is actually pretty neat. So that's what we're going to do. I think these trailers are good, and I think the K90 is good. So we have to load a truck into the trailers, right? And then load a truck into the plane, go over there, drop the plane off, or drop the truck off, come back, grab a trailer, bring that over there, have the truck tow it out, drop that off, and then go get the array trailer and bring it back. So it's 3 trips. And then the K90 can grab the truck and I can leave the trailers there. We'll leave the trailers with a flag placed or something, and these can operate autonomously like a ground station. We don't need Kerbals there. Have you planned out where each dish will be located? Not necessarily, Benno, but I literally can put them anywhere I want. The K90 can circumvent Kerbin, can fly around Kerbin. I can take off from runway 9, get up to altitude, trim it out, and then just let it go. And then it'll come back and I can land it on runway 27. It can fly around the world easily with 18 tons in the payload bay. So literally anywhere. We can put them anywhere we want. So for the poll, I have K90, 200 DSN, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks for the mission deadline. Sounds good, Jam. Show me screenshot it and DM me just a picture of the poll before we put it through. Just so we can have 2 eyes on it. So what are we doing with the big SSTO? Is the moon still the goal? The big SSTO is off the table for right now, Ryan. The reason is because I don't have enough money to operate it. So I brought my Freedom rocket. I brought Freedom 10 back into the fold. Freedom 10 is going to work on basically going to supplement the big SSTO. So I'm going to operate the Freedom rocket in the same way that moving payloads that the big SSTO would have moved into space. And then I'm going to use the small SSTO to put people up there, to put crew up. That's the plan. 2 weeks, how many flights are we doing? Well, we want to get a good deep space network, Rocket Guy. We probably would want... I mean, we could start with just 1 set of trailers. I can scale these things. We can keep attaching dishes and make an array. But I think we need 2 ground stations triangulated around Kerbin, right? We need 2 of them. And like Canberra, Goldstone, and Madrid, they need to be, well, triangulated around. So we have KSC here. That looks good, Jam, but wait for a second to deploy it. But that looks good. You need 4 RA-15s on the ground and 2 COM-88s on your probes to get to Joule, but only at 4%. Well, these double RA-100s will be fine, and I could always commandeer the plane for more flights. Right, but assuming one flight is a single stream for the completion of this initial setup, are we talking about 6 flights? We can get 2 flights done in a stream, Rocket Guy. Oh, that's the other thing. The K90 can be fizz warped. Yep. I can fly it at 4 times fizz warp. We could circumnavigate Kerbin in about an hour. The initial base for this contract, per the funding understanding, was 1 set of trailers for each site. So last time in career mode, we need them triangulated. So there's KSC. So we need one over here somewhere, and we need one over here somewhere. Now, let me see. Where do we have ground stations already? We have Ludzor right there. These are ground stations. It needs to be over here somewhere. We could always go up here on the coast somewhere. That would probably be a good place to put it, right there. And then the other one that we did was right here, which I think completes the triangulation. I might as well just put it in the same spots, at least with this one. I know this spot is already there. Going to grab dinner. I'll be back in 5. Are we going to have an in-flight movie? Maybe. And if we could just get 1 trailer dropped off per round trip. Yeah, I can, yeah, basically. The thing was designed to carry 1 thing at a time. I'm not exactly sure why I designed it like that, Rocket Guy. I'm pretty sure I did because I want the truck on the center of mass, and it's because the thing is a rearward center of mass bias because it's a blended wing, right? You can't really utilize the entire payload bay, which is, that's why I wanted to redesign the K90. That's what I mean when I said I could make the K90 better. But it's alright. Yoigles. The Deep Space Network is going to be a bunch of ground stations, yes. And the ground stations will be used for deep space communication, Ryan, and then they'll communicate with the tracking system and they'll relay the signal back to KSC. These trailers need upgrades. I gotta upgrade the lights. You know what? Screw it. I won't upgrade the lights. Are we building boats? No. Try and slap the biggest relay on it if it fits in the cargo bay. Yeah, I'll get right on that, man. Do flying boats count, Yarg? I would say that the time should be 1 week, 5 streams, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at most. Could even split that between further and fine. When Jem gets back, I'll have him change the options to 1 week, 2 week, and 3 weeks. I think that's fair. In the meantime, I'm going to throw this thing out, and I'll show you guys what this thing is about. Let's get Macnard in there. Lisry. Lenny as the engineer. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a systems test. Let's make sure that this all still works. Well, the intention with the high funding dark side is to basically go with it. Use what's here. All right, so let's put the part are we missing? Protective rocket cone Mark 12A. Where did I put those? Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, okay. I see what I was doing there. Sweet. Alright. Poll change the rough date I have set is 12/2, which is Thursday at 4 p.m. if that works. No. No. Don't do that. Give me the 10th of December. The 10th of December. Hang on. Word. This thing is a monster of a plane. There's no way I'm going to get it done by Friday. That's not going to happen. Oh, he means when the poll runs through. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Jim. Yeah, that's totally okay. And then the due dates would be 1 week would be the 10th, 2 weeks would be the 17th, 3 weeks would be Xmas. Yeah, let's just say that week probably is not a thing. I think that's fair. How about the 10th, 17th, and the 31st? I'm not counting this week. So that's 1 week, 2 week, and 3 weeks. Is that fair? 10, 17, and the 31st. New Year's. And then we begin 2022 with a deep space network for our space program. And that's when we start those manned flights again. I think that's right. But yeah, do the end time on Thursday. That's fine. All right, Lunchbox. See you, buddy. Okay. So here's a breakdown on the time with a given requirement of 2 ground stations with 2 trailers. 1 week time frame assumes EJ can average a single round trip flight a stream. Should the times be even more strenuous? I don't know. It just seems like a long time for flying around if we can actually do 2 flights per stream. So Rocket Guy, what do you want to do? Well, there's the poll. Well, 1 week, 2 week, and 3 weeks. And the poll is out. Now what I'm going to do in the meantime is we're going to test this thing. So we'll think about it. Kind of go from there. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is test the systems here. Let's... Do we have auxiliary power? Thanks, Nikich. Yep, we are generating power.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
63 months, Paul. It's been a long time. Yeah, man. Okay, the APU does generate power. Let's make sure that the rocket engines work. Yep. Alright, that's good. Nice. One prod, yeah, I'm sure that'll end well. Okay. Switch back over to APU. I'm going to... Okay, the APU is independently throttled. Good. Okay. Now what we're going to do is go in here, and we're going to unlock that, unlock that. And unlock that. Cargo bay tail door actuation is open. Let's see what this does. Hold on. Disable the cow controller. Stop and move it back. These were locked out. Okay. Still remembering how to get this thing working. So remember to vote in that poll that on when you think this stuff's gonna, when you want me to get this done. So, all right. Now let's play. Main hinges, main lock pins are unlocked. Let's see what this does. Power levels are staying stable. All right, moving the APU power down back to 30. We got a draw on the power systems here. But that's because we're actuating this thing. It is cool to see this thing back, isn't it? Okay, we have quadruple redundant latching systems here. Okay, let's retract the ramp. Make sure that this stall still works. Guys, that looks like it's working right to me. APU is still generating power. Okay, we can shut that down and run off battery for now. Okay. All systems are locking out and working correctly. Let's make sure we can lock out the top systems here. We can. And now it's ready to accept cargo. We had a few problems going up and down the ramp. Should be able to fix that. Okay.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Fold this up. Let's rewind the ramp controller. PK, 60-month resub, 5 years. Wow, it's been a ton of fun, dude. Thanks for letting me just lurk for most of the time here. Thank you so much for the great content you keep putting out. Keep up the great work. To 5 more. Thanks for being here the entire time, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, Tara, I didn't know you were here. It's still mind-boggling to me, guys, to see all these resubs that are like 60, 70, 80 months. It's just... damn, that's a long time. And that makes me feel pretty good, man. I'll tell you. I'm always here, sir. All right. Cool. Yeah, Roblox. Okay. If only Twitch Prime existed when I followed you, bleh. I predate Twitch Prime, dude. I predate Twitch. You know what's crazy about this, dudes? The door is occluded when the cargo bay closes. Facts. The door does not create drag because it's inside of a damn fairing. Burnock, more like Burnock, Godem. EJSA.space, infamous. You can literally go to my website, EJSA.space, S-P-A-C-E. And then on the subsection, click on the polls. And you can see active and all the polls that we've ever run in mission mode ever. Yeah, man, no problem. You like it, Ryo? Yeah, no, importing the K90 was a good idea. This plane is... Dude, there are things that I could upgrade with this. There are things that I could do better. But this is pretty damn good for what it is. Yeah, this is good. I like this. This is a good thing. Like I said, dudes, this can circumnavigate Kerbin. Fly all the way around. I could literally take off on that runway right now and fly that way until we come over the mountains and come down and land. I don't remember. Can it land and take off in water? I don't know, Yarg. Can it? Okay.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Alright, let's see. V1, rotate, at positive rate, gear up. What's the K90-200 Deep Space Network mission? The one where we use the K90 and the K200 to make a deep space network on Kerbin. What's the cruise speed? I forget, Evo. I don't remember. It is an awesome plane, though. Oh man, it's so cool to see this thing flying again. Just look. Would you just look at it? Would you look at it, chat? Would you just look at it? Would you look at that? Can you recall the flight ceiling? No, that's why I'm kind of... We're going to do some shakedowns and some test flights today, guys. Yeah. I don't know. The first test I'm going to do is circle it around, and I'm going to land it. Or at least get out there by where Jeb crashed and put it on an approach for runway 9. See if we can trim this baby out. When are we test deploying the bay in flight? No.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Boy, that's a nice plane, I tell you what, boy. I'd love to work through the Experimental Aircraft Association test cards for your aircraft designs in KSP. It's a very strict project for defining the V-speeds in an airplane. Dude, I'm down. I don't like how much pitch I need to put into the trim here I act in to get the thing to glide. I have a full tank of gas with no cargo. You'll see, Phoboid. I'll show you in a moment. How much lift are we generating? A lot. Yeah. I flew this plane to be able to be trimmed. Or I designed the plane to be able to be trimmed out. Really forgiving to land it. Thanks for all the knowledge. No problem, Tweets. Thanks for the resub, man. Where are we flying to? I'm doing flight tests, Danny. I haven't flown this thing in a while. Here are my knowledge. Not needed, Kyron. We going to test landing on unimproved surfaces? No. Why would we do that? You want me to punch it, Neon? Sure. Dude, this thing has a lot of power when it's down low. A lot of power. It can really go fast, but that's because it's designed to carry heavy stuff way up there. Let's put ourselves on approach. Throttling back. Yeah, I designed it that way, 95. Makes a ton of drag over the end, over the back of the rear here. Throttling up, despite the engines being on top, makes it want to nose up. True story. Yeah, it's how I position these. It's basically mimicking the effect of creating tons of drag down here to counteract the leverage force. It counteracts the leverage of the engines being above the center of mass. Yeah, cool aerodynamic trick. When you use wings to do this, right, to make this tessellated wing structure, you can fool Kerbals aerodynamics into actually doing real aerodynamic things. Doesn't only work at higher speeds. Yeah? Of course. I don't want it to bring the nose up all the time. I've been in and out for the last week. I know Volt Plus result, but wanted to know what the plan is. What do you mean? Load this thing up with cargo and fly it 120 degrees latitude that way and 120 degrees latitude that way. You meant longer term, I think. Longer term, it depends on the deadline that you guys give me. Like, I don't know what you guys want to hear. Because I take my time, Dawdle, and I make something right. Except for the SSTO, we didn't really make that right. But that's another story. Hey, just wanted to let you know that I have passed all of my classes and I start going to refineries tomorrow. Dude! That's fantastic! Alright. Hey, no problem, Oyster. Yeah, dude, that's right. It works, man. I don't say this for my health, you know. I'm using the Freedom Rocket Sile to supplement the big SSTO because I don't have enough money. So Freedom's back on the menu for now. Dougherty, yeah, you're clear for that. Clear to land. Roger, chat. We're 20 kilometers out. Gotcha, Oyster. Like I said, dude, I wouldn't steer anybody wrong here. I'm not peddling nonsense. This stuff actually works. And like I said, I'm only speaking from my own experience, dude. But I'm glad it worked out, bro. I'm freaking super psyched, man. Don't forget about me when you become the CEO of an oil company, okay? Just be like, hey, remember that guy, EJ? I'm going to give him a couple $1 million. You don't need to do that. But, I mean, seriously, if you want to. You know, that goes for anybody. Anybody takes my advice and you become super successful. Like, just remember your boy, okay? Just, remember your boy and be like, oh, man, that EJ guy. That guy was really cool. He really helped me out. Here's $1 million, EJ. All right, cool, thanks. Just remember that, okay? Are you ready to sell your soul to do PR for them? What? You will be witnessed. Best I can do right now is 100 bits. That's yeah. You know what? That's fine. That's okay. All right, toggle the brakes. Actually, Buck, it's very, very nice to fly. Very nice. It's nice to fly in the same way that a 747 is nice to fly. And I'm not a 747 pilot. My experience of flying 747s literally goes to flight sim, and that's about it. But the 747 is nice to fly in flight sim. It's very, very nice, very stable. All right? Most big planes are like this. C-5s, Antonovs, and there are C-5 pilots that have watched the stream in the past. I don't think that guy comes around no more. And he said that, yeah, flying a plane with a lot of momentum is nice, makes it nice and stable. K90 was a purchase from Career Mode, Hip, and it's probably one of the coolest planes that I've designed. Gotta get some VR and do IL-2 dogfighting. I don't like dogfighting, Doom. You know why? I suck at it. I'm really bad at it. Could you attach a dart to it and fly it? Yeah, why? Okay, hang on. We're on final. I'll make sure you get a Christmas bonus. It was a joke, Alarmy. You don't need to. Like I said, that was a joke. No need. I appreciate it. Like if you think I've earned it, man, I'm very, very, very serious about that. I earn my keep. I don't ask for it. That was a joke. But I mean, I got 100 bits out of it, so that was nice. Thank you, Hobo. You know what, Hip? I could make it better nowadays. I can already see the changes that I would want to do, but isn't a problem. Shameful! You asked for chat. You asked chat for $3 million in game. Shameful! Thanks, Stone. I appreciate that. No, Elvis, shut up. No. Are we there yet? No. Gentlemen, we're now in final approach. Okay, let's turn those off so I can actually see the damn runway. I think I skidded the fuselage there. I think we skidded on the fuselage, dudes. I think we scratched the paint. I think we scratched the paint. That's one of the things that I would fix. If you guys had chosen option 2, I would shorten the tail. So this is right there, but that's fine. This thing will work just fine. The fairing is the skid plate. Yes. Alright. Well, she lands quite nice, actually. If I do say so myself. Taxiway would be very, very nice. No, I don't, Switchio. Screech! Last, please. Okay, instead of a boat, I have my sun watch. Okay, that an astronaut. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's taxi over to the hangar. Yeah, it seems like I scraped down here. tells me that we might need the landing gear to be a little bit higher up off the ground. Other than that, though, the fly's really nice. Yeah, that's what I mean. If I could change the design of this plane, I would put the cargo door starting like right here and have the point of this literally right at the edge, right there. And that's part of the reason why. Hey, Neon, just try to keep it classy when I'm playing Kerbal, okay? But yes, also, what is your opinion on the 1-week timeline? I'll do whatever I can in the time allotted by you guys to the best of my capability. Planning on some ground repeater stations. That's the mission, my dude. Dude, she's almost as wide as the runway. This is a big honking plane. Sorry, Jay. I don't know if you've played 36 hours in 24 hours, but yes. Speaking of school, I got an 80 on one final and an 85. One more semester till graduation. Could you have done better, Sawyer? Honest question. Could you have done better? Maybe if you watched Twitch less, you would do better. Yeah, I didn't study. Okay. Next time, though. Do better, bro. Remember, dude. When you're in college, when you're up at where you're at, not getting a good grade on a test hurts you. You know why? You're paying for it. You're paying for this. Understand? And I know you know this. I'm just using it as an excuse to talk about it in case anybody else out there is watching and procrastinating studying for a test or anything right now. Midterms are coming up. Get it done. Well, not midterms. Finals for this semester are coming up. Seriously, go study. You're paying for it. You're paying for it. That means if you don't get a good grade, you're not getting your money's worth. Okay? Don't call me out like that. Sorry, Dom. Am I wrong, though? Am I wrong? Bro, what other Twitch streamer would say this? Who else would say, stop watching my stream and go do your homework? Who else would say that? Remember, you paid for it. Get your money's worth. But I want to watch EJ. You can study and watch me at the same time. How dare you speak the truth to me? Yes, but also shut up. All right, let's make sure the back door works, okay? So, unlock. Why am I testing this plane? So I can use it to build a deep space network on the other side of Kerbin, Ewok, but I need to get stuff there somehow. The K90 is special, man. This was a really cool plane. It needs a couple of improvements here and there, but this I'd be hard pressed to make a better plane than this. This plane is pretty damn good at what it does. Should just use the Killer Thunderbird. The K90 could also lead to more advanced designs, fellers. Want kill a Thunderbird? I'll give you a damn kill a Thunderbird. I'll kill a Thunderbird your face! And then I'll make it VTOL just to shut you up, Akabiri! Advanced designs, bro. Deploying the mobile artillery. I mean ramp. Ramp. VTOL everything. Dude, you know how easy it would be to make this thing actually... Dude, I could do it. And we could put the engine nacelles in the damn wings. How ridiculous would that actually be to see this thing just... Whoop, whoop. Oh, that would be too much. That would be too much. I'm not doing that. Do it. Uh-oh. No, don't hit it. Don't hit it. No, don't do it. Ugh. Phasing. The simulation is breaking down. It needs to be analyzed at the Camaro dealership. See last, okay? But I don't see you ripping apart Mercedes engines now, do I? Yeah, whatever. One curb stream K650. Oh, jeez. I could make one. Is this mission mode? No. No, it's not. No. No, this is Patrick. No, this is Patrick. Okay. Problem is the lack of runway infrastructure around Kerb and Acton. It's got a couple of tricks left in its sweetheart, Swishio. I think if I was gonna make another version, I'd probably make the front open. Yeah, front opening would probably be better, but also, oh, the jams. But also at the same time, this is better for aerodynamics. Kerbal Aerodynamics understands this a lot better. I summoned the Techno Viking! stop? Nah. The rock never stops. Yes, I call this the honky dance. I'm not wrong, am I? Artemis 2 update. 3 propulsion modules of the Orion launch abort system slated to fly on Artemis 2 have officially been revealed at the launch abort system facility. Oh boy. Oh boy. Stereotype. Stereotypes exist for a reason, man. Alright, let's get going. So that's all locked down. Okay, lock that out. We got a good latch there. Good latch there. Good latch there. Good latch there. Okay. Can you please explain the major steps of this mission? Well, we load cargo in this plane, we fly it to a destination, we unload the cargo, then we fly the plane back and do it again until we have what we have built on the other side of Kerbin. I don't know how that possibly could be misconstrued. You know what? We need new astronauts. Give me this jam. Kerbin Tower, this is Kilo 90 Bravo X Heavy, requesting permission to take off, depart straight out. How many flights? Should be minimum 3 flights to each destination, but we can expand the network as we see fit. K90 refuelable? Of course it is. Yeah, I can refuel it pretty much anywhere. Not right now, Doc. Yeah, I don't know what that means, Hip, but, sure. Let's do this. It's got no cargo in it, Doddle. So I'm like a fighter jet when it's got nothing in it.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Ready, 40-month resub. Thanks, man. Haven't done an altitude test yet, Swishio. There's one more thing I gotta check. Not my best landing. We didn't break anything, did we? No, we're alright. I think it can go up to 30,000 feet hooded, but I'm not sure. Haven't done an altitude test just yet. That was a stall, which was dangerous, but it's okay. Water. Now, if you guys think this plane is cool, well, let me show you something. Stop showboating. How can I stop showboating? It's a flying boat. What do you want? Hydrofoils. Yep. Not my best idea, but it works, so it's fine. I agree, Wisp. Yeah, this plane can land anywhere there's water. And it's amphibious. It just taxis up out of the water. Have you heard that MiG-29s can go up to 17 to 22 kilometers, which is called stratospheric flight? Yeah, a lot of jets can do that, dude. But it's only for a second. They basically accelerate straight up and then go till they can't go no more, and then it comes back down. Like, think of it like a low suborbital flight. Same idea. Yeah, one of the other revisions that I'd do to the K90 is I'd refit the hull to allow the plane to be able to rotate without the hydrofoils. But this was a first attempt, so it's fine. Does that mean amphibious array? No. No, the trailers are designed to go on land. Altitude test now? We can do that. Pretty coggers, not gonna lie. It's a great plane, dude. You guys bought some serious capability here. Serious. You guys bought some really good stuff to mission mode. I'm actually really happy that I'm flying it again. I put so much time into this plane. How long did it take us to make this, dudes? 3 months? 2 months? Something like that? Punch it, you EJ. Oh, okay. It took a while. Can you set it up so people have to use channel points for funding? Channel points are too distracting. I like the poll voting, Arknarovich. To answer your question, I could, but I don't really want to. Yeah, Hooded, this is one of my better works here. SSTO of your plane designs, I'd say, in terms of scale. Yeah, Sav, which is funny because in the future I'm thinking about taking this and converting it into Star Raker. That's why I linked this before. That's why I linked Star Raker. Star Raker is a gigantic Delta blended wing body, SSTO. It's basically a shuttle external tank shoehorned into the back of this gigantic plane with a payload bay up front. Think Energia Uragan core stage, but crossed with an XB-70 Valkyrie. Yeah, straight up. Yep. It's pretty good. Pretty good plane. I love how we're picking up speed. Now, there's the remains of a SSTO over there. What's the payload? It can carry 18 tons anywhere to Kerbin. Anywhere around Kerbin, Sav. Yeah, anywhere. Now keep in mind, we're unladen right now, so I don't know what the ceiling is going to be, dudes. Poor SSD only plans on a salvage operation. I could drive recovery equipment into the back of this thing, fly it out there, land it, and grab the parts. Yes, I actually could do that. Sav, I don't know, like, I think it was like 100 tons or something. You're bleeding airspeed. I think it was before Swishio. That's a small SSTO that crashed over here after an abort. I Astra'd it off the pad, if that makes any sense. Okay. Turn right heading 270, climb and maintain 8,000. Kilo 90, Bravo, X-ray, heavy. So, guys, basically we're just taking this on a shakedown cruise for right now. We'll do stuff with it later. Yeah, I guess, Jim. AK-47s for everyone! You have given me shoes! I got you, Donald. Links in chat, guys. We listen to this when we play Hearts of Iron. We got the air drums. Ready? Flying boat, dude. That's weird, Tara, but alright. Is it dangerous to have the flaps in line with the exhaust? No. Boeing didn't seem to think so. Almost at 20,000 feet. 20,000 feet. This thing can carry 18 tons. Anywhere on Kerbin. Anywhere you want to go. You want to drop 18 tons off at the North Pole? Sure. You could probably do 36 to the pole and back easily. Actually, no, 18 to the North Pole. Yeah, and back, no problem. You want to go to the desert runway? It can move 36 to the desert runway. I know that. Yeah, Sam, this plane never got its due. We're gonna give it its due, though. You said due. Blended wing. Random, but yep. This is a blended wing body. In-flight refueling? In-flight refueling is impractical in KSP unless it's up in space. This thing can't fly into space. Yet. That's right, Matt. We're approaching 22,000 feet. Actually, closer to 23. I'm doing the shakedown to make sure I remembered how to fly this thing. There's nothing in the cargo bay right now, but yes, eventually. Basically, at the start of next week, that's when you're going to see it. But you can choose how long it's going to take for me to complete these missions if you vote in a poll integrated on the EJSA website. It's a nice one. The tail is a little weird looking, and it likes to tail strike. Which is an issue. But, yeah. I could probably make a better version of this, but I could probably make a better version of a lot of things. Poll for the deadline for this project is open, Filch? Yeah, of course. My suggested is popping up Hellraiser. I would redo the tail section a little bit, Shadowman. And redoing the tail section and shortening the cargo bay would probably make this thing... Yeah, it would probably make this thing have a little bit more range. Would you put a duckbill tail on it? No. It's not designed to land on an even terrain, Switchio. It's designed to land in the water. So yeah, don't worry. We don't need to worry about that. What's 7,600 times 3.3? 7,600 times 3.3. 25,000 feet. She sips fuel up here. Look at this. 1.39 fuel consumption. She's sipping fuel. Can a helicopter fit in it? Cargo bay is 5 meters. Yep, we're not losing airspeed and we're still going up. Did it always taxi from water to land nicely? Yeah. Yes, this aircraft has its pinky out when we take a sip of a drink. Oh, yeah. Wadsworth, come over here. Have I ever told you about the founding of the D'Oyler Courts Opera Company? She's a beaut, Clark. Zach, you see this thing? That's an RV. Have you gone past the cove? No, we could fly over there right now and land and taxi into the cove if we really wanted to. With 5 centimeters of clearance, it's sketchy. I'm pretty sure you don't know how taxiing up onto the ground. When you taxi up onto the ground, the front landing gear goes up and the back just goes into the water until the gear touch and then it goes up and out. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. Can it fly in time warp? Yes. I would shorten the fuselage, Jaka, not the wings. What's up, Lou? Trust me, guys, I put a lot of time and research into this thing. Thanks, Jordan. Yeah, it's 1.24. How much time do we have left? We have 8,300 seconds. Not bad. So, this is not the plane for strapping rocket parts onto to assemble in a remote location. Anything you could fit in here, you could pretty much transport anywhere around Kerbin, Mab. Yeah, I could do that. I could build a launch site wherever there's fuel, and yeah. Oh yeah, I could do that. Sure, why not? Oh, dude, look at this thing. Yeah, I think 8,500 is really where this needs to stop. Especially if we're going to be fizz warping this stuff around. 8,500 seems totally fine. Mobile freedom paths when? How am I going to move the gantry crane? I could get this thing up to 30,000 feet, but it likes it right in here. I could move freedom cores around, Tars. You know what we could do? We could figure out a way to land freedom cores on the other side of the pond, intact, and then just fly this thing out there and fish them out, put it in the bay, bring it back. We could do it with this. You should build a folding gantry crane. I'd actually prefer to make a bunch of smaller cranes that we could put together to make the bigger gantry crane, like how SpaceX does it. Guys, I don't think you realize the capability you just added. This is our World War II program. Like, if our program in terms of aviation was at World War II, you guys just added a B-2. in terms of capability. This thing is a monster.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
What's up, man? Have a good Thanksgiving? Absolutely. Dave, how about you? You need to make a rocket and transport it like Astra? Perhaps. Could this fly with the SSTO on its back? Doesn't really like putting stuff up here, Squishio, because there's engines in the way, but great day with the family. That's all that matters, dude. You have neat plane? I make neat plane. Yes, he's very neat. But can it Cobra? No. What's up, Croissant? How you doing? You guys afraid of heights? Alright, Lig. Yeah, dude, Lig, check out, another thing to check out, I remembered from finishing a question from before. Sam Adams Brewery in Jamaica Plain. Go there. I was just there the other day. That thing's pretty cool. Yep, don't ask me how, but it can still do this. No, it needs to be strong to be able to lift itself up like it does, dudes. I don't know how Kerbal thinks that works correctly, but yep, nope, yep, I can't figure that one out. I don't think that would work in real life. I think the plane would crash. See last, please. I do have it. Yeah, it's in the other room. Hey, Zax. Welcome to Mission Control. You're going throttle up. I want to explore Kerbin a bit more. What would you recommend for an explorer? A Harrier like would work? What do you think? This is on Kerbal X if you want it. Yeah, it's on Kerbal X if you want that thing. Ooh, what just happened there is probably not good for it. $26,000 feet on Kerbin is like what on Earth? Times that by 3. Most stuff in Kerbin is 60% of the scale, so maybe not times it by 3. Somebody do the scale out. Yeah, this would be like flying around 60,000 feet, I think. Which isn't 3. It's close. We could land with the tail up to avoid tail strikes. Nah, that's the part that tips the ground right there, Yarg. It's the main fairing on the fuselage, but I think lowering the landing gear would probably be better. That just means I need to modify the ramp a little bit. Could you angle the tail up just a bit when coming into, have it work like a big flap? I could. Indicator is showing 4 good locks. Lock that out. Okay. Yeah, see? We did all that at 8,000 meters. This plane's a monster. It is a monster vehicle. Alright, let's bring her in for a landing. Can it do water landings, though? Overspeed. 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 Pull up. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Pull up. Overspeed. 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 Sorry. $50, $40, $30, $20. Retard. Retard. And that's a mean thing to say, airplane.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Play, 28-month resub. What's up, dude? It's about 300 grand per airframe. Hoop. Hey, Rhino. What's up, buddy? Oh, someone, you missed this part? It's a hydrofoil. I'm sorry, Alex. Was that expensive piece? $500. Yeah, kind of, Rhino. Yeah. Man, it really didn't like that. We didn't break anything, did we? Yeah, it doesn't really like landing with the hydrofoils. Oh, that's good to know. Can it take off? Yeah, of course. Not a very gracious landing, but that's okay. Once again, fellas, the K90 is on Kerbal X. For people that want it, you can have this. You can fly this thing. This can be yours if the price is right. Yeah, K90 is a monster. It is a monster machine. It's one of the best things that we've made. I don't think I can make a well, I can make a better plane, but in terms of capability out of the box, this thing really takes the cake. Yeah, that's definitely transonic, Swishio, but yeah. It didn't go Mach 1. They went transonic, which means part of it broke the sound barrier. No, it will not take off without the hydrofoils, man. Yeah, no, those hydrofoils are very useful. That's why I keep saying, Sile, like, this is a good plane. I can do better because I figured out halfway through development with this thing, and that was after I finalized the airframe, that if I shorten the airframe a little bit, I can get it to be able to rotate in the water by itself. Because, hang on 1 minute. If you look, not at that, if you look at the spruce goose, okay? You look at the spruce goose from the side, and this goes for any flying boat, for that matter. Look at it. What can you tell me about that? It's boat. It's a flying boat. It's boat hull until about halfway, and then about halfway back, the fuselage starts angling up. Why? Why? Why would it do that? Well, it does that so the plane can rotate in the water. You could basically do the equivalent of pulling back on the flight stick in the water. Understand? You see, look at the Hercules in this picture. See, about halfway, it angles up very, very drastically. And once again, that's for anything. If we look at a BE-200, it's the same way. This is a modern seaplane that's coming out of Russia. Look, same exact thing. That's so the plane can rotate in the water. That's the change that I would make to the K90. If we were going to develop the K91, it would be that. That's what I would change. I would balance the fuselage more. But we don't need to do that. This plane works just fine. Yeah, the Beriev 200 is a really cool plane. Really, really cool, actually. See? There's a picture of it doing exactly what I'm talking about. And there. Also, it looks pretty sweet with that paint scheme, if I do say so myself. Yes. It can land on land, and it can land on sea. Pretty cool design. That's a cool plane. We could make that. I could make one of those. I could make a smaller version, if we wanted to. I could make that. Yeah, that's no problem. I did, Sneaky. Yeah, people have said make the flatbed plane in Kerbal many a times. Many a times, dude. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would make the fuselage follow this more, and then you wouldn't need the hydrofoils. But it's fine the way that it is. Wings Wednesday ever going to come back? It's possible. Yeah, you know what? Let's just land it. It's getting late. Guys, I think this plane is qualified and ready to go. What do you guys think? I think it's fine. Yeah, we brought it into mission mode, Ozzy. It is a beast mode of a plane. It's working exactly as advertised. Like, I don't think there's any particular game mechanic in the game that they added that would change this thing. The other thing I really would want to do with it is raise the landing gear a little bit. Just a little bit. So you know we don't tail strike. More springs? I don't... No. No. No, more springs isn't gonna... Swishio, I just said let's make a garage, and you just said, oh, more bathrooms then? What? No, it's a garage. I don't know. The springs are not going to affect ride height. And the springs are cranked on these all the way, so, nah, I need to change them just a little bit. Like, I'm talking like 1 or 2 ticks, man. Sneaky, this plane is derived from the Boeing X-48. Particularly the X-48C. There we go, that one. It's derived from that. That's where the idea came from. And see how their fuselage doesn't have like a huge pointy bit sticking out? I mean, it does, but that's just a pitot sensor. Yeah, the X-48 was a subscale blended wing body demonstrator that Boeing has. I don't know what they're doing with it. They're not... I don't know what they're doing. They tested out at Edwards. That's where I got the idea. I wanted to see if I could make this in KSP. And, yep, I think the answer is, yes. Sneaky, when I was first making this, people wanted me to put the engines right there. They wanted me to mount the engines inside. I'm like, nah. I mean, it would be cool, but nah, we don't need to. No, I don't think it's capable of water landings. Making it into a flying boat was my idea. Because I needed something. Like, that, we really didn't have a choice. Like, that we needed something that could fly pretty much anywhere. And I didn't want to use a VTOL because VTOLs are not very fuel efficient. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, a long time ago, Tars. That plane's actually way smaller than this thing. That plane's wingspan goes from about there to there. It is very stable, man. It's very easy to fly. Like I said, this plane's up on Kerbal X if you guys want to give this thing a whirl. It's a fun plane. It's very good. And this will fly 18 tons anywhere around Kerbin. You can land in the water and then take off again and fly back. If you fly it correctly. You have to fly at high altitude if you're going on a longer duration trip. But yeah. That was not a good landing. That's pilot induced. Yeah, that's true, Yard. You must work for Ryanair. Yeah, Smirks, we could probably do some small quality of life stuff, but yeah, she's good. Switching over to APU power. We are on APU power. You ready for Icarus launch day? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, dude. What is this monstrosity? The future. Yeah, just forget that part happened. Have you flown it fully laden? No, not yet. Not in this game. Or not in this save, but in other saves, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Didge. In other saves, I was able to move 18 tons all the way around Kerbin. So you have 18 tons in the payload bay, take off down that runway, and just keep flying straight until the runway comes back up. Yep, that was tested. And it did it in Fizz Warp, too, which is pretty freaking cool. Yep, you can drive whatever you want up in there. You move 18 tons, and what do you get? Yes. You get yes. Yes. Chief, not only will I do, Coach, not only will I do it for you, but yes, I'll do it for you. I don't understand the reference. I'm sorry. Don't hate me, please. Okay, you can hate me a little. It's fine. Tennessee Ernie Ford. I think that might be a little bit beyond me, Audrey, for a change. All right. I've seen what I wanted to see. K90 is working as intended. All right. Cool. That's going to do it for me, guys. That was great. Everything is working perfectly with that thing. We'll start we got to do cargo loading operations. But I think as long as we set the K90 to a base, it'll be fine. That thing's awesome. It's cool. I don't know yet, Roblox. Yeah, I don't know what the holiday schedule is just yet. I'll get back to you on that. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me, fellas. That was awesome. The K90 works. I'm happy. Remember, vote in the poll on EJSA.space so you can set me a deadline for how long this is going to take. I don't think it's going to take very long, but you do what you think. Tomorrow, let's see, what do we got tomorrow? I think I'm going to play Hearts of Iron tomorrow for early hours. And then we'll do some space news and then KSP again. Are we doing after hours? Well, tomorrow is after hours for Summer Car. But I've been trying to reset this schedule. Guys, I've been trying to reset. I would love to just go and play Satisfactory right now, but